Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy and it does not boast. It's not proud and it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking and it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails. Love, it always wins. I am Kuan Yin. Good morning. This is love of the highest vibration. So the person that I'm talking to, and take it as it resonates, because it's more than one person. But the person that I believe this message right here is for, uh, you're someone that knows what the chakras and energy centers are, okay? And you understand them. I know there are some people that think it's demonic, and even if they do exist, you're not supposed to acknowledge them, and it's out of fear, projection, ignorance, and a lot of other things. But chakras are just like, no different than like having your tonsils. You don't have to acknowledge that your chakras are in your body, a part of your molecular system. You don't have to acknowledge it, but it's still there. If you think it's demonic, if you think chakras are demonic, and I'm not down to nobody, I don't want anyone to be offended, okay? If you think chakras are demonic and you choose not to acknowledge them, it's not going to make them go away. It is a part of your body. And just like the earth, your body is not just physical. You have a spiritual body, an energetic body that is attached to your physical body. Okay. Now, whoever you are, and again, just like tonsils with the chakras, you can say tonsils are demonic because someone programmed that in you in childhood, in church. And then you could make a choice not to acknowledge that you have tonsils, but you still have tonsils in your throat at the end of the day. Okay. So it's like that. That's the example I'm using. Whoever you are, I'm talking to right now, you are aware of your energy centers and your chakras. You do not think it's demonic. You know it's just an extension of your body because, just like the song says, you are not something physical having a spiritual experience. You're a spirit. You're a soul that's having a physical experience in this earth. You understand? Energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transferred. Okay. So you are aware that you're not just this physical body alone. Like the planet is not just the physical planet alone. It has an atmosphere surrounding it that you can't see with the naked eye that contains gravity, that causes bariatric pressure, that affects the water in your body and the water in the land. You believe in science. Okay. Now, whoever you are, you have the understanding that when you have a distortion in your way of thinking, in the subconscious mind that's imbalanced, whether you're thinking overly logical or overly emotional, or not logical enough or not emotional enough in your thoughts, when you're not balancing your dark and light energy, your left and right brain, it causes you to have the wrong perception. You're going to see something incorrectly from an imbalanced way, an unfair way. And when you do that, it can cause distortion in an energetic pattern, okay, that's flowing into your energy centers that are aligned with your body parts and organs. And that imprint of a distortion in the energy is going to be copied and mimicked in your in your cells in your body of whatever organ is attached to that chakra. and it's going to cause a distortion, which will create some form of dis-ease. Okay, like we say, dis-ease. Okay, now we know the way to balance our chakras so that our cells and our body will be balanced and we can be healed from any imbalance, disease, or what have you, is to correct the imbalance in the way we are thinking. I did a reading about 2 days ago where something came out about someone's throat chakra, and someone was warned to guard their thoughts because maybe it was causing an imbalance to your throat. Okay. Maybe it was causing an imbalance like a sore throat or I don't know, what are some of the throat issues people have? Thyroid issue or strep throat, things of that nature. Okay. So by balance, but you have to figure out where the distortion is. You have to track down the imbalanced thought and correct it and find where your perception is wrong, right? Yes. But the clarity that I'm being told to bring whoever you are is right now today is you're pure. It's not an issue in your subconscious mind where you're thinking about something incorrectly. Again, you're someone that understands the chakras and you understand how dis-ease is formulated. And you were trying to figure out what school of thought you were examining and trying to find the school of thought that was causing a distortion or that might have you might have had the wrong perception about, and you couldn't find anything. And the reason you couldn't find anything is because there's nothing there. They wanted me to clarify and let you know that it's nothing going on. They just wanted you to guard your thoughts. It wasn't a distortion in anything you were thinking about. Someone is actually doing very heavy spell work on your crown chakra and your throat chakra. In my pre-shuffle, the 8 of double Vajras came out. What this represents right here, the 8 of double Vajras, is the conch. The conch is like a seashell. And in the olden days, it was utilized to blow like a trumpet or a horn to get the attention of large crowds because it could echo long and far so that everybody can know to be quiet and listen to the instructions that are about to be given by the leader. Okay? Whoever you are, you have a very serious divine contract and purpose on your life that involves you being able to communicate and speak and be heard by a lot of people. And you need your throat, you need your voice, you need your mind to be refreshed for your mission. Okay, you have a real spiritual contract where you have to use your voice. And you are under daily spiritual warfare. Any human being in your life right now that's coming for you and attacking you is only being used by a demonic entity that is connected to a principality that knows who you are. They know your light. They know your mission. They remember you from other past lives. Okay? They know exactly who you are. And that principality, okay, is working through multiple people that are on a lower frequency that are easily able to be inhibited and all be collectively on the same wavelength, doing the same thing at the same time. This is why you might find yourself in real spiritual warfare where you might just have soldiers of people like literally lining up to come by wherever you are and throw spell work at you. And then when they go away, another line come through and throw spell work at you. Like you have a whole spiritual military that's coming against you. And you're like, are you kidding me? This is unreal. But it's because of who and what you are and what your mission is and how important it is that you be heard. That's why there are legions of demons that are using the human beings that are up around you literally to come for you. And they are, okay? And they are being orchestrated and organized by somebody that has access to resources and money. So the high level demonic principality uh, has gotten access to someone that is high level, that has access to money, resources, and has a lot of connections, because that's the only way that principality will be able to orchestrate the military of the legions of demons that come at you every single day, every hour on the hour, attacking you like a spiritual demonic military. Okay, it's because of your calling. Now there's somebody here that's possessed with this demonic principality. Okay, Amagata City, the Buddha of double Vajras. This is someone that has spiritual abilities as well, but this person, they did not go through their initiation because they were unable to conquer their carnal nature, aspects of it. Okay, this is someone that was unable to gain control of their sexual energy, and they were unable to conquer their ego in order to go through an initiation whereby they would be spiritually promoted and connected to their higher vibrating ancestors that commissioned them for they were up for. This person did not pass their spiritual test, and they did not go through their initiation, and they're throwing a tantrum about it because this person comes from the same spiritual lineage and family as you. You're not blood related on earth to this person. This might be someone that you were either supposed to date or you have dated in your past that is in some kind of ministry, or they are some kind of spiritualist. Okay, this is someone that has some kind of spiritual ranking and title, but they cannot balance their dark and light energy, and they're bitter because you went through your initiation, you passed all of your tests, and now you're where you're supposed to be, and you're headed out on your mission, and you're coming in contact with a new divine partner you've been aligned with, and they've been left behind because of their inability in this lifetime to gain control of their ego and control of their sexual energy enough to reach a level of self mastery to get initiated. So this person is throwing tantrums, okay, and trying to restrict you now from showing up, okay? They're trying to restrict you from your voice being heard here. You see? From your voice being heard, okay? It's almost given like, I don't know, Juanita Bynum type energy, okay? It's almost given like that type energy, whoever you are and whatever religion or spirituality you practice. It doesn't matter. It's something about, you could be a therapist, but it's something about your voice needing to be heard, and someone that is a part of your soul family that was supposed to go with you didn't pass their initiation. So out of bitterness, they're throwing spell work at your throat chakra to stop you from speaking because they're mad because they can't take a seat at the table or on the podium. There's no place for them to get recognition because they don't have the wisdom from learning the lessons and being spiritually promoted to take a seat anywhere and to speak on anything without misguiding people. Okay, so somebody is throwing spell work at you. This dog you see here, the Eight of Vajras, is the Eight of Swords. It's talking about restriction. Okay, this person is it's talking about psychic restriction and intuition, restriction of your intuition as well. This person is trying to restrict your psychic or intuitive abilities, and they're trying to restrict your throat. So they're doing spell work on your throat chakra and your crown chakra. Okay, somebody does not understand, they don't get it. Somebody thinks that being a part of this ministry, and whatever ministry it is, okay, when I say ministry, I'm not talking about a particular religion. This has something to do with your calling, where you are supposed to be heard by a lot of people, whether you're a person that speaks against domestic violence, whether you're a person that speaks against sex trafficking, whether you work with children, whether you're in a religion, or whether you're serving in spirituality, or you have a healing ministry, whatever it is that you do, somebody thinks that they were supposed to take a position beside you doing this so that they could be seen and admired for popularity, so they could have a lot of money and a lifestyle. And they don't understand the mission because they are still stuck in their carnal mind. They're still stuck in the matrix. They don't have a bird's eye view to really be able to see the balance between spirituality and practicality. They think that all of this is still real because they're stuck in their ego. Okay? They don't get the point of your spiritual mission. Okay? They don't understand. They think the point of having a spiritual gift and ability is so you can be popular, so that you can get praised by people and people will give you money, and you'll be able to live a life of self-indulgence and be self-serving. And that's what the whole point is, to be popular and to buy fancy clothing and to be admired by everyone and to be able to be loved so much that you could be go around and sleep with and have sex with whoever you want to have sex with. This person thinks that their spiritual path and their calling was about becoming like a superstar, like a singer, a rock star, a famous rapper, an NBA star, someone that can splurge money and sleep with a whole bunch of women and party like it's 1999. They think that's what the point of having spiritual gifts and a path is. Okay, it's very superficial, and this is the reason why they cannot uh, go through their initiation. Okay, now I have Lokana here, the Sakti of Vajras. Okay, someone has a lot of strength and wisdom. This might even be the person coming towards you. Okay, instead of this person is very strong and powerful with the strength card here. Okay, the five of Vajras. Somebody might also be a healer. Somebody may also be some form of a healer, meaning I get that this is somebody that knows how to see and detect energy, and they know how to fix problems simply by examining the energetic, what's going on between two people or two things energetically. This is someone that knows how to operate spiritually, is what they're telling me. So they're literally feeding this to me word by word while I'm talking. So your partner that's coming towards you, they know how to detect and to see energy clearly. And because they have a spiritual ability to see energy clearly, and they have strength, patience, and wisdom, okay, this person, as you can see here, without doing too much damage, they can detect the problem in the body simply by taking the pulse and looking into the eyes of the patient. So this is someone that knows how to examine energy, and then they know what to do spiritually to fix a situation, because everything starts off in the spiritual realm before we go into the physical. And at one time, we healed the way that we approached healing disease and sickness was more spiritual than it was to crack your body open and immediately start doing surgery and doing all kind of things, messing with the body. You had people that knew how to go into the astral realm, the ethereal realm, the etheric realm, to see what the sickness is and to give you the cure, what you needed to do, or even to manipulate energy to heal the body. You understand? So, whoever your partner is, they are also some kind of a problem solver and a healer because of their ability to read and detect energy to find the problem, what the imbalance is. And then they know what to do spiritually to correct the problem. And they are replacing the person that did not pass the initiation. Now, let me explain something to you. all three of you come from the same spiritual family. Yeah, all three of you literally are related. All three of you come from the same spiritual family, the same spiritual bloodline. You guys can be three different races. You can come from three different cultures. You can speak three different languages. It does not matter. The point is who you guys' souls are. All three of you were supposed to go through this initiation in this lifetime. And however all of you came together, whether you dated each other or whatever, all of you all are older souls that have spiritual abilities and gifts, where in this lifetime y'all all had a test and initiation to go through. All of y'all. I'm getting three of you on here right now. I'm getting you, the person that didn't go through their initiation, and then the person that is an energy healer here, someone that knows how to see and detect the problem, and they know what to do spiritually to fix the problem. Okay, even if that means taking somebody down and putting somebody out, that's part of it too. Sometime. Okay. The middle path is temperance energy, Sagittarius energy, balance. Okay. And then I have the 9 of lotuses here in reverse. Okay. Clarify the 9 of lotuses. Somebody may not have wanted to sacrifice something. Yeah. Somebody might not have wanted to sacrifice a toxic way of living and being. Somebody, okay, I got it. So this is what I'm getting. Somebody is trying to throw a whole bunch of shade because they're bitter. They're not graduating. That's all this is. Reading is about. Thank you, Spirit. So you see the 7 of Cups here and the moon in reverse. Okay. They can't keep it hidden that they're paying people to come toward you and to try to spiritually attack you in droves constantly, no matter what. And their every attempt gets busted, and it's getting busted by this other person that's coming towards you. Okay. This is somebody. Okay. Imagine the three of you spiritually all went to college, which is here on earth. Okay. 2 of you graduated, and it's graduation day. And the one that did not graduate and that's not going to be able to get their college degree, and we're talking about spirituality in our rankings here and our initiations, this person, they're bitter about it. So while the graduation ceremony is going on and everybody's trying to walk across the stage, they're making noise, they're throwing bottles, they're popping balloons, they're making a big scene, they're knocking over chairs, they're going outside and unplugging the electric for the microphones while they're announcing the people. They're unplugging speakers so you can't hear the graduation music while the graduates are walking down. They're throwing banana peels on the floor so people will fall down. It's like a big baby. It's like a big child, okay? Confirmation. It's like a big child that's mad because they didn't do their work that they needed to do to graduate. And now all of their friends that were on the same level as them are all about to walk across the stage, and they're throwing a tantrum. And they came to the graduation even though they already were told that they're not going to graduate. And they're throwing water bottles on the stage and tomatoes on the stage. They're boo, boo. That's exactly what's going on right now. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know any better way to explain this. There are other energies here that are actually a part of your soul family too, and they didn't graduate either. There are a whole bunch of y'all that are supposed to go through initiations in this lifetime. Masters that might have abused power in a past life. Okay? You might have been magicians and done certain things in a past life that you had to pay for in this life. But the problem is, you learned your lesson. A couple of y'all learned it. But you got this bad apple right here that's booing everybody. And what's it called when somebody is heckling you? This man is heckling you and this other person that's a part of your soul tribe, and he is too. Y'all are part of the same soul family. But he's heckling y'all because y'all are about to walk across the stage because you went through your initiation, both of you, and you were deemed worthy. You were able to temperance and balance your masculine and feminine energy. You were able to temperance and balance your divine masculine and feminine energy in this lifetime. You learned your lessons, and this other person did too. And they didn't, and they're heckling you. And instead of trying to start working on themselves, they just want to heckle you, okay? Throwing banana peels and such. This person did not want to sacrifice. Now, yesterday we talked about the greatest form of sacrifice is not to make money contributions or to give anything to anybody else. The life journey is about yourself, your own evolution and progress. The greatest thing on earth you can ever sacrifice is a toxic way of living, thinking, ignorance, sexual immorality, taking things that are not offered to you, theft, stealing, taking life. You understand? From others, unless you have to. You understand? This is someone that didn't want to make any sacrifices, but they wanted all the rewards. This is somebody that literally wanted to come to graduation, get their cap and gown, get all the accolades, have all their ancestors on the spiritual realm that have passed over, like in the movie Black Panther, line up, standing proud, clapping. Look at our descendant. Look at them down there on earth. We're so proud of them. We're all standing here proud to claim that they don't even want to attach their name to this person. They don't even want to admit that that person is connected to them yet, because they're embarrassed and ashamed that this person is out here being a whole goofball, unable to control their sexual energy or their ego, out here getting played by women, acting like a whole goofy out here, being used and abused and not even being able to see the forest for the trees and just making a whole ass out of themselves. And their ancestors are like, no, don't tell nobody that's our boy. Don't you tell nobody that's our boy. Because this person wants instant gratification. It's like a child going into a goddamn Baskin Robbins ice cream shop and them asking, what flavor do you want? I want every single flavor, all of them on one cone. And I want this and I want that. I want every single thing. And I don't want to do any work. And I don't want to have to sacrifice anything. And I want all the pleasure. And I want all the praise. And I don't want to have to study anything. I don't want to have to do right. I don't want to have to sacrifice. I want nothing but pleasure, self-indulgence, and for everything to go my way at all times. And for everyone to serve me. I don't want to be corrected about anything. I don't want to have to do any type of work. I don't want to have to take accountability for anything that I do. I want to just act out in my own self-interest throughout my entire life and do only things that make me happy, no matter who it hurts or at the inconvenience of other people. I only want to care about my own happiness and my own comfort. And then I want to get a great big reward at the end for it. It's an idiot. This is an idiot that wants instant gratification and they don't want to have to sacrifice anything. Okay? Right now, these conflicts that they're trying to create for you, and this person they have a lot of entity attachments and demonic possessions. Okay? And this is why they're behaving like such an idiot. Okay? Now, they are trying to do spell work on you. They want me to tell you. They're trying to attach an entity to your throat chakra, or they have attached an entity to your throat chakra. One or the other. Okay? And if that's the case, just get you an egg and do you an egg cleanse, or anoint your throat, or pray, okay, and cleanse and remove it. Very simple. Okay? You have the power. And if it's not that, then they're attempting to attach an entity to your throat chakra. They're attempting to do this. So make sure you pray over your throat every day and do neck stretches. That's what came out. Now, they're also doing spell work on your crown chakra right now. They're doing spell work on your crown chakra to cause you to have poor balance and coordination. It came out damn near 3 times. Spell work being done on your crown chakra again. This is what they want you to do. They want you, these are the only cards that came out. The spirit, they want me to tell you it has nothing to do. Stop trying to see if there's an imbalance in your perception, because I have perception in reverse here. And what the perception in reverse is me telling you it's not about a way that you're thinking that's imbalanced. That's not what it is. They're doing spell work on you. This is something from outside of you that someone is trying to project into your energy field. It has nothing to do with your thinking. Your thinking is balanced and your thinking is pure. They wanted me to clarify that for you because you were trying to examine, as all righteous people do, you were in self-reflection and meditation trying to figure out if there's an imbalance in somewhere in your thought pattern so that you can correct it quickly. Okay? Because righteous people self-reflect when there's a problem and they examine themselves first before they go outward. That's what righteous people do. When there's an issue that arises in the body or outside the body or in life, what righteous people do oftentimes is oh, wait a minute, let me make sure I'm in alignment. Let me make sure I'm not thinking the wrong way about something. Let me make sure my thoughts are balanced. Let me make sure that I am operating in love and light. Let me do a self-check. Okay? It's called self-reflection and accountability. And then if you can't find anything, then you start looking outward. You understand? This is what righteous people do. But it's not that. This is spell work being projected at you. Okay? Whoever I'm talking to, you really have a pure spirit and a pure heart. That's what they wanted me to tell you. They want you to spend more time outdoors, okay? And they want me to tell you to wear or meditate with crystals such as amethyst, clear quartz, white agate, fluorite, or white calcite. They want you to meditate with these crystals. That's for the crown chakra. Yesterday, I think, or the day before, we were talking about what crystals to meditate with for your throat chakra. So, of course, the quartz is this one here, and then you have your amethyst here. Okay, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows what these are by now, especially if you're in a spiritual community or just even on my channel. Okay, get back up there. All right, so I'm going to put these cards up now. I think I did what they wanted me to, and I will go ahead and pull an Eternal Crystal Oracle card at the end of the read. Okay, now what I have is perception. I already cleared that up for you. I had crown chakra and throat chakra in the reverse here. Okay, Holy Divine Spirit, clarify dynamic in the reverse also. Somebody is heartbroken. This could be a Virgo or a Hermit in reverse. Somebody could have Virgo and Libra in their chart. There's an older woman here. There's an older woman here that could have Virgo and Libra in her chart, is what I'm picking up on. That's doing spell work on you, along with somebody else. And the spell work backfired on her or him. Take it as it resonates. Okay? It could be 2 people. It could be a Libra and a Virgo. I don't know. But these people are doing spell work on you, but the spell work backfired, and now somebody's pulling their energy and walking away again because somebody was aware of what they were planning. And that's whoever your other partner is. That's part of your soul family, okay? These are past life people that all of you are old souls, and all of you have spiritual gifts and abilities. The distorted one that's throwing shade and throwing a tantrum, you and then this other person that's been protecting you. Okay, someone's been protecting you and thwarting the attacks of this other person that did not pass their test and initiation. Okay, all right. What is the Kuan Yin Oracle card so we can go ahead and jump into this read? All right, Holy Divine Spirit, what is the Kuan Yin Oracle card? Oh, collective. By the way, I don't know if any of you were able to see the story that I had posted that I was looking at, but it was about these clones that we've been talking about. I don't know if you remember. Let me just see if I can show you close up real quick. There's a story up under, if you go under my post, look at it later. It says creepy from the Netherlands. It says something creepy from the Netherlands is growing babies without a womb. Okay. Now, this is actually real. They have been experimenting with cloning and growing babies. They've been trying to find a way for men to even carry a pregnancy. Child, just people don't know what to do when they have money. And experimenting, growing babies in tubes and all kind of things. And they were talking about the possibility of creating babies using the same sex and all other kind of things, and using women DNA to replicate themselves without the male genes, which at one time that was a thing anyway. And the thing about it was they were talking about creating humans as sex slaves, like by replicating DNA. So these would be like soulless beings that look like you and I exactly, okay, but they don't have a soul inside of them. And do you remember? I've been telling you all that what he was trying to do was create these clones, okay? Create these clones that look like you and I, human body. They take a dump, they have to eat, they get menstrual cycle, everything like you and I. Function, will talk trash, everything. Okay, get an education, go to school, whatever. But these clone energies don't have a soul, and he was going to train them and condition them with some trauma so that they would be overly sexual, and he could condition them to be sex slaves. And he wanted to experiment with seeing if he could make the ultimate clone, which would be someone that the person doing the cloning or paying for the clone is sexually attracted to, that looks like the man or woman that they want to sexually serve and please them, but also having them well trained in how to do magic, and trying to see if they could destiny swap the strength, the spiritual power, and spiritual gifts of real born seers into these clones. So basically, you're almost creating like a super soldier that will also sexually please you at any given moment at the same time. Do you remember we were talking about that? Think about that for a minute. You know, this is where I'm sorry to say men have evolved to with technology. Instead of goddamn working on balancing your left and right brain, you've decided the type of woman that you see, that you decide that you want. If I could just get some of her DNA, I'll clone that witch. I'm not going to cuss on here, but I'll clone her, and then I can have sex with you all I want, any way I want to. And then I could do whatever I want to do with you, because it's not you, it's a clone of you, but I could still have you, so to speak. You understand? So now I really don't have to do the work to get a woman that I want to. Like, if I'm attracted to you, all I got to do is get your DNA. You understand? And then to take it a step further, I'm going to use these clones as my spiritual bodyguards because we're going to do destiny swap. He was experimenting. Y'all know who. He was experimenting with trying to do a destiny swap with these clone energies that are NPCs and see if he could make them into the seer and put your spiritual abilities and your spiritual power into his clones. So not only will his clones fight for him, but they'll sexually please him too. And anyone else that purchases these clones. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like the direction that the world is going to. I'm so sick of this mess because the last thing we need is for a bunch of clone wars to basically get started. If you can imagine the worst person that has ever harassed you and got on your nerve in your entire life, that was planted in your life and you couldn't get away from them. Like imagine having the baby mother or baby father or ex-husband or ex-wife from hell that eventually you had to have locked away in jail just to get away just to get them their crazy ass up off of you, to stop bothering you, to stop threatening you with death threats and being crazy like that one that took out his children and everything. Imagine the worst person that was a crazy stalker, the worst narc you can think of, that's a sociopath, that's in your life, and you finally got them under control, utilizing the law, and somebody go get that same person with that same ideology and mindset and make 10 clones of them because they want to start some kind of a war against whoever you are. Can you imagine? Imagine someone getting your worst perpetrator of any form of abuse and cloning 20 of them. And whatever that person was doing to gang stalk you, to block you through technology, to follow you around, now you got 10 or 20 of those exact same people doing the exact same thing. That's what you call a damn clone war. And that's where we're headed in the world, which is why it might be a good idea to become a gray person. A gray person is, if you start now, you can start becoming invisible to people. Like QUAN is trying to. If you start now, you can start minimizing your presence on social media, and you can also start working on fading, away from anyone that knows that you exist, and trying to become invisible. So by the time technology gets to the point where it's unbearable, and they're doing complete madness with this, people will have forgot that you have existed. But people that want to stay relevant and stay at the forefront and everybody to know who they are and where they are, look at me, your life might be hell in the future as these governments start to unravel. I'd rather people forget that I exist. They talk about in a collapse how it's beneficial to become like a gray man. That means you fit right in. Nobody can readily identify you. People forget about you because you haven't made a peep. No one's thinking about you, so it's easier for you to navigate. People don't realize these times that we're about to come into. It might be a good idea to practice learning how to become invisible. Okay, because as the government starts to unravel and things get chaotic in the world, you don't want people to know if you have resources. You don't want people to know, if you have a plan in place, if you're prepared for a disaster where there's a loss of electricity, a loss of water, a loss of access to the grocery store, food, and such. You don't want people to know all your moves and what you have access to, because in a time of any type or form of a collapse, all of the people that spent no time preparing are going to flock directly to you, the prepared one, the person that spent all the time preparing and telling everybody what you got and where it's at and what the plan is, because they're going to look to you to be their savior. You want to work on becoming invisible now and quiet now. What is the QUAN Oracle card for this read? I'm telling y'all, it's things coming in the future. You're going to want to think about these things right now. I'm telling you. Oh, I don't remember this one. Your enlightened heart. The wish of the Divine Mother is that you become free. Enlightenment is a culmination of many small steps, each one as a drop of water forming a divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within. An ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within your heart. Let it shine. Enlightenment. All right, so you're an enlightened being. You carry a torch. Your drops form an ocean. All right, what is the energy crowning this read, please, and thank you. Y'all, somebody might be about to get kicked out their house. Yep, I just saw. So the energy crowning this read is somebody might be about to get kicked out of their home or lose their stability because they're an idiot. Okay, somebody's very emotional because with this world card energy, something is coming to an end. Yeah, something is wrapping up. A cycle that you've been going through for quite some time now has been wrapping up. What's the obstacle? People have been waiting and waiting and waiting. People didn't want to let go that are connected to somebody. They didn't want to let go of attempting to latch on to your new beginning. Okay. Somebody wanted to stay connected to somebody, but somebody could have kicked an earth sign out of their energy. What happened in the recent past? Give me 2 cards. Give me 2 cards for the recent past, please, and thank you. Okay. Yeah, someone got divorced or out of a relationship. Yeah, someone got with the 4 of Wands reverse and the 2 of Swords here. Somebody might not be able to see something anymore, or somebody might be blocked from something. Clarify the 2 of Swords, please, and thank you. Well, I'll come back to that anyway. The 4 of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't see that somebody has already pulled back or withdrew from something. All right, give me 2 more cards for this person that's overly emotional, drowning in their emotions right now. Give me 2 more. Tell me more about the situation with this Ace of Cups. So, yeah. So somebody might be drowning or something is going to be overflowing. Okay. Somebody is trying to hold back or hold on to a high priestess. Okay. This could be a demonic spirit or a demonic entity that is jumping in anyone or anything. Somebody could have Pisces in their chart. Somebody could have Cancer in their chart. And there's some kind of demonic spirit that is working, Capricorn energy, but there's a demonic spirit here that's working behind the scenes. This is an actual archon or some kind of principality. This is spiritual warfare. It is not physical. In the bodies of anyone, it can get in their chart. Somebody could have Pisces chart. Somebody could be a high priestess about to come together with the Cancer. And this demonic spirit here, that's a body jumper, is trying to hold both of these people back, okay, with this 4 of Pentacles, by using different people whose bodies it has access to. Let me explain how this is working to you all real quick, okay? Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something, Lucy. Let me explain. Yeah. People keep making spiritual offers against whoever you are. It's like literally spiritual warfare, and I'm going to explain why. Let me explain. And I'm going to use myself as an example, and you'll be able to pick it up, okay, what I'm putting down. So when I was in Georgia, I had monitoring spirits. Y'all know I've lived in New York. I've lived in the DMV. I've lived in Texas. I've lived in Georgia. Okay. Have I lived anywhere else? Probably so. Can't think of it right now. But I've lived a lot of places, okay? There has been a demonic principality that talks the same way, uses the same language, and behaves the same way, that has been body jumping through my family, my brothers, my mother, my siblings, my uncles, my child's father, and then people that I've gotten in relationships with. My entire life, I've had a demonic spirit. There is a principality that's been jumping from body to, and I recognize it. It jumps in any man or woman within proximity of me, and it says the same things and uses the same words and verbiage. And it wasn't until I got older that I was able to readily identify this demonic spirit, because I was like, you sound the same coming out this old woman's mouth. And you sound the same coming out this man's mouth. And you sound the same coming out my ex's mouth. I recognize this spirit. I recognize you now. It took me years to really be able to recognize this particular spirit that's been following me for many years. Okay. Probably since birth. Okay. Now, this spirit can inhabit multiple bodies at one time. It doesn't just jump into one person. It can jump into 5 to 10 people all at the same time, literally, which is very interesting. And the reason I say that is because in Hindu culture, in Hindu spirituality, they have different gods that war and they fight and they battle each other. And I can't think of the name of it right now, but one of the gods in Hindu spirituality, when he was fighting with Brahma, he was in a fight or a war with another god. And what he did was he threw like a duplicate of himself down to the earth and caused that duplicate of himself to reproduce like gremlins and make a whole army of himself. So now he had like up to 20 mini-me's that were all warring and fighting for him while he was fighting against another demon. You understand? You know how in Hinduism, they have a lot of demons and gods. And this is a demon that could reproduce itself and make a whole bunch of mini-me's of itself in this war and fight. And it's interesting because whatever this demonic spirit and principality is, it's able to spread itself into several people at one time. So when I was being gang stalked in every place that I lived in, and I finally came here to East Africa, the person possessed with the demonic principality that has the access to resources to make sure that they can dispatch demons into whoever has open doors, whatever humans are in their south node operating on a low frequency and vibration wherever I go on the earth, right? So I looked outside my door here, and now I've got like 3 little men that would come to my home like 3, 4, 5 times a day. And they would sit in front of my door and they would do spell work on me because of the gang stalking. They contracted people in the area. And that's what it's replicating to me, because I could see the possession in their eyes. And they would sit like literally one in front of my house and one on each side of my house. And they're a part of a local coven, right? But the person that dispatched them, this is spiritual warfare, because the baby demons, you understand, are going in these people that are not really spiritually ranked, but they're baby demons. And even when they were not doing spell work, they would just come and sit there and wait for me to come out my house, or just staring at my door and waiting, because I have a rooftop. So, I can just look from my rooftop and see over my gate who's out there. So they'd all just be sitting there every single day at the same time, like they've been given a job to watch me. And they'd sit there like they're in a trance, staring at my gate door, just waiting for me to come outside, waiting for hours. You understand? And I realized This is a monitoring spirit. This is a monitoring spirit to make sure that whatever this demonic force is that's been following me my whole life, that it can have eyes on me at all times. And it operates through humans that are on a low frequency, that are easy to possess. You understand? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, because I'm in a whole other country. You understand? I'm in a whole other country, and I've got three little men. Literally, I literally got three little men that are sitting across from my door, not blinking, just waiting, like monitoring spirits for me to come out, because they cannot come inside my compound, but it's their job to make sure that they have eyes on me at all times, no matter where I go in the world. You understand? And that's what's demonic about the NSA and the government. It's so that these demonic spirits are able to have the resources and the tools to extend their reach and control to any country in the world that divine people that carry the divine spark and light go are monitored and tracked and kept track of at all times, no matter where you go. I promise you, if I was to pack a bag and fly to Mauritius right now, which is what I thought about doing, if I packed a bag and flew to Mauritius right goddamn now, when I get there and locate a hotel or find a place to rent for a little while, it would be I'm sure 3 to 5 men sitting outside there waiting for me, looking possessed too. You understand? These are just humans that are on a lower frequency, younger souls that can easily be inhabited by these spirits. You understand? And again, with the NSA, our government, and all this chipping nonsense going on, they want to keep their eyes on the divine spark. Those of us that are older souls, enlightened beings, that have a certain level of consciousness and awareness, no matter where you go on the globe and the planet, they need to have eyes on you at all times and be able to track you at all times. They need to be able to know what your next move is. That's why do you think they've been going overboard with surveillance, with the study of voice to skull technology during the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, that microwave technology, sending radio waves, trying to quantify telepathy in such a way where you can literally print out someone's thoughts on a piece of paper, because you can tune into the frequency of their thoughts in their brain. I'm telling you, the technology that they have is insane in order to be able to surveillance you so that they can anticipate your next move, what you're planning on doing next, where you're planning on going. The scientists, the AI computers they use, using probability, assessing your patterns, what you might do today, what you might do next. Having a whole goddamn book and profile on you from the day that you were goddamn born, knowing what you're most likely to do on a Saturday, and where you're most likely to go, so they can get ahead of the game and be prepared at the grocery store, at the gas station, the thing that they know you purchase the most of, so they can do spell work on it. Okay? So what we have here is this demonic spirit. Okay, someone could even be a Capricorn that could be housing this spirit. Okay, someone's not going to get a new start with the full reverse. Okay, there could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio here, but the moon typically is Cancer energy, and there could be a Pisces or someone is highly intuitive, a high priestess, and somebody is trying to hold somebody back. Okay, somebody is trying to hold somebody back from taking action. The Hierophant. Somebody's worried about someone getting into a marriage or a contract with the Hierophant here that is going to prove to be very abundant financially with the Ten of Pentacles. And somebody is taking some form of action, and somebody is stressed out about it right now. Okay. They don't want someone to celebrate, but somebody has to let something go that they just did because it got illuminated. Somebody saw what somebody was doing. But you understand what I mean when I say, you know, you have a divine calling on your life when there's nowhere on the planet. I'm not playing. There's nowhere on the planet you can literally go uh, where you won't be followed and stalked. You want to go to Malaysia? You think you're going to escape and go to Botswana or Burundi? Or you think you're going to go to South Africa? Or you think you're going to go find somewhere to see if you can hide in Norway or Canada? There's nowhere. You know that you are somebody and have a divine calling when there is nowhere on the planet that you can go without these people quickly getting in contact with somebody in that area to make sure wherever you're going to be staying at, they have people with eyes on you that will follow you literally to your door and be right outside your goddamn door, literally, until legally they cannot follow you anymore. You understand? It's insane. The light that some of you all carry inside of you is so goddamn insane that if they could follow you into a hotel room, follow you into a place that you're renting, follow you into anything, they would. But because they're not allowed to, and the only thing that they can come up to is maybe a door or a gate, they will literally have these little humans that are possessed with these monitoring spirits walk damn near into the door and then stop, like, okay, we're not allowed to walk through the door, so we'll just stand here until they come out. And that's what they do. That's what my life is like. That's what my life is like. Everywhere I go, no matter where I go, that's what my life is like. I am followed and pursued every goddamn where that I go, right up to the door, unless I'm behind a gate that I own. Unless I have a fence and land that I own, which I do, thank God. Because if I did not own my home, my land, with a fence, a gate around it, a brick thing around, a brick wall around my home, if I didn't have that, then I would be pursued right up into whatever the law will allow. I would have an idiot sitting right at my goddamn door with a chair. As long as it's legal, I would have someone literally sitting right at the door waiting for me to come out and then start following me. You understand? It's ridiculous. And that's in America and anywhere else that I go. On the planet. Literally on the planet, anywhere I try to go. And that's how you know when you have that divine spark inside of you and a calling on your life. Can't go to the goddamn moon. No goddamn where. But these are demonic spirits following you everywhere. Obsessed. Let's go. Right now, somebody might be trying to avoid a tower because somebody saw that they were trying to get away with some kind of a crime. Somebody could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay? Somebody had emotionally manipulated and gaslit somebody. Okay? The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. But somebody didn't have the skill to do whatever they were trying to do. And somebody is still moving forward with something. So the person coming towards you has someone from their past that's trying to kind of gaslight them, emotionally manipulate them, play guilt games on them. Somebody is trying very hard to use every trick in the book of mental manipulation, mental and psychological and emotional manipulation to stop this person from coming towards you. Okay. But they can't move forward with their plan. Okay. Whatever actions they're trying to take, it's not working. Someone is still coming towards you. Okay. All right. So tell me more about this 4 of Wands reverse, Holy Spirit. Somebody got clarity that somebody is coming towards you and that a conflict is being resolved and ended for good, of all of the confusion and the dust that's been kicked up surrounding wherever you are, because someone's trying to avoid a disaster, okay? A missed opportunity, okay? So it's giving that there are a lot of people that have been trying to hold on to people that are divine, just the same way that a lot of you all say that, because of your calling and because of your spiritual ranking, you can't be in a relationship with anybody. You can't be married to just anybody. You can't date just anybody. You can't be, and I'm not trying to sound like an elitist at all, but you can't, with a certain type of spiritual ranking, you cannot just be with a common person that's in their south node, or you understand, just someone that's not spiritually aware, just because they're a good person, just because they're a nice person, just because they're nice to you. You can't be with just anybody because of your spiritual ranking, the amount of power and light that you hold, okay, in your womb, okay? With your spiritual ranking, you have to be with a specific type of person that has discernment, that has intuition, that can read and see energy, that knows how to protect you properly, that knows how to have control over their sexual energy and has discernment as well to see manipulation when people are trying to find a way to infiltrate, to use their sexual energy to manipulate so they can infiltrate and get to the high priestess to cause an imbalance or to steal from the high priestess. You can't be with just anybody. You have to be with your equal. You have to be with somebody that has some life experience, that has gone through some things, some heartbreak, someone that has been manipulated enough times emotionally to be able to smell and see and read energy and game miles away. They can see it coming. They can tell by the way you walk. They can tell by the stupid smile on your face. They already know what you're attempting to do. They already know that you're not their real agenda. They're trying to just cause an imbalance to the person you're connected to. You need somebody that understands spirituality. You need someone that understands witchcraft. You need someone that understands the antidote to certain hexes, witchcraft, certain types of occult sciences. You understand? Certain people that have a certain spiritual ranking and calling on their life, you can't be with an average person. You have to be with the spiritual person that has a certain level of experience and awareness and control over their mind and a certain level of mastery. Because otherwise, if they don't have intuition and they don't have discernment, they're not going to be able to protect you. They're going to be goofy out here. And the first woman that shows them their titties and shakes their ass, they think like them, they're going to open the door to. And then that woman's going to come through that door and try to kill the goddamn high priestess. Or try to quickly sacrifice the high priestess, harness her energy, or get away with doing something. You understand? So whoever you are, you can't just be with anybody. You have to be with a certain type of person. It's okay. It's not always the case, is what I was saying. What I was saying is sometimes when someone gets divorced, whether it's the man or the woman, and outside people in the community and in the families think that someone is a home wrecker because they divorce one person and go toward another, it's not always the case. Sometimes there were two divine partners that were scheduled, that had a spiritual contract to come together. And both of these people have a pure heart and are looking for a genuine connection, looking for genuine love. And karmic man or a karmic woman that wanted to use that person for their resources or for status or for something else, their own personal agenda, not love. They created a wedge. They did sex magic. they blocked or trapped them with the baby or did something to block that connection, and they marry them instead, sometimes down the line, what will happen is that person will fall in love with somebody else. And people will be like, oh, see, that person's a cheater. And no, that's not what happened at all. That person was thwarted, and that person was blocked from marrying their divine partner by someone else that wanted to use them for their money, someone else that wanted to use them for their resources, for status, for an opportunity. And they ran interference. And it's just karma coming back to bite them in the butt. You understand? Not in every case, but in some cases, it's just karma coming back to bite someone in the butt, because it's wrong for you to hold somebody back from having true love in their life and a true connection with someone that they actually have things in common with, that they enjoy and have a real bond with, because you want to use them for money, or you want to use them for status or an opportunity or a job or something else. And you're holding on to them with the baby, or holding on to them with emotional blackmail. See, I got to them first. I know you're not going to leave me and break up with me. Look how my family took you in, and my family loved you. And this person orchestrated something to be with that person just to block them from coming toward you, because not because they had a genuine connection where they loved them, but because they wanted to use them for their own personal agenda. And that's where karma comes in, because you're holding somebody back from being able to be with someone they have a genuine connection with. Okay. So I have the Death card reverse. Someone might be reversing an ending with someone. The Chariot, that could be coming toward them. Now, the Chariot is also Cancer energy. So the Chariot might be, someone could have a Cancer placement in their chart, sun, moon, or rising. Okay. And the cycle is over. The World card. Wow, that was it. Okay. So somebody got busted doing something, possibly up around your home once again. All right, what are the messages, Holy Spirit? Because y'all know we be quick to call somebody a home wrecker, right? We quick to call somebody, oh, that little home wrecker. Those people were married. What God put asunder, what God put together, let no man put asunder. God didn't put that together. God did not put that together. Oh my goodness. Tiff love, somebody's erasing your comments. Quit erasing my comments. What's going on in the live? Now I'm about to post stories about you. I gotta leave the charger on. Tiff, somebody's erasing your comments. Well, I don't know who's doing that. I'm sorry. And I don't have a moderator. I've never had a moderator. Oh, thank you, Carol Custer. Yeah, I don't have a moderator or anything. They do whatever I don't have control over my laptop, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't have control over my phone, my laptop, even my phone here in Africa, my African phone number. I don't have control over any of my phones, my laptop, or anything. Because that's where we at in the world today. That's why I said, there are things that are coming. What you see happening to those of us that have been gang stalked and isolated is just a precursor to what's about to happen to the masses. But like I said yesterday, dum-dums that were selling their relatives to slavery back in the day, from the west coast of Africa, dum-dums that had a sister, a brother, an uncle, a cousin they were jealous of because they were doing good or prosperous or were prettier, handsomer, had a better family. There are dum-dums that couldn't see that anything that anyone starts to do to somebody that's in your family or a part of your community or your culture, it's only a matter of time before it's going to happen to everybody. While it's just a few today, there was a saying, about someone that did not speak up when an injustice was being done to somebody. And at the end of the saying, it says, when they finally came for these people over here, there was no one left to speak up because nobody spoke up for somebody. Anything that anybody does to any group of people or anyone, and in this situation, I'm referencing and drawing a parallel to slavery. What I'm talking about is seers and people that have spiritual abilities and gifts that are sold for experimentation and isolated by their families and turned a blind eye in the community to hurt us, study us, experiment on us, and do things. While it's us today that they've been doing all these experiments on, tomorrow they're going to use that same knowledge that they learned from our DNA and from studying us to completely destroy and control your lives. So for all of the people in our family and community that sat back and shook hands and made deals and got new cars and new used cars and got a year worth of rent paid to gang stalk, to isolate their family members, community members, and turn the other a blind eye while they did the things they did to us. What they did to us today, tomorrow they're going to do it to all of you all. They were just testing their systems on us. Oh, they don't understand. All of the things that they did to us, sound wave weapons that they used. There are different types of energy weapons. There are some of them are the laser type. Some of them are the sound wave ones that kill the fish in the water or make the birds die in midair and fall out the sky that they were testing in other countries. They have many, many different types of energy weapons that they use. While they've been using that stuff on us, nerve gas and things on us, later on, they're going to use it on the masses when you see how messed up the government is and things get really out of control. You thought that it was tough this winter that just passed while we go into summer. You wait until next winter coming. You wait until next winter. I hope y'all are working on stuff, and remember, become invisible. Whatever you're working on to make sure you have resources for your family and the people you trust, make alliances with people now. You don't wait until a shutdown. You don't wait until a grid goes down or things get crazy to make alliances with people and to come up and formulate a plan to make sure everyone's safe, protected, has access to water, food, and everything. You make friends and alliances with people that know exactly where to go and what to do now before something happens, so you can have people you can trust prior. Because if you sit up there and wait until after a catastrophe or a grid collapse or anything crazy that goes on, you're not going to be able to trust nobody, and you ain't going to know who's who because everybody's going to be in survival mode. I'm telling you, you don't have to believe me. You can think I'm a prepper nut, as I've been called for years, because I've always been a prepper my whole life. But you can say what you want to say, but I'm telling you what I'm being shown by spirit. Make connections with your family. Make agreements in where all of you will meet in the time of an emergency. You understand? Even if you can't communicate to each other, if something were to happen. Trying to tell you. And do it now. Because if communication goes down and no one can call anyone or communicate, you already know where everybody in your family that you trust is going to meet. And you already know in that location where you have your water, stored, how you got your little hole dug in the ground for emergency if you got to store food, or for bathroom toilet because there's no running water or pressure to flush toilets. You know, y'all got your stuff straight already. Something. You can call me crazy if you want to, but I know I'm guided. I know I'm guided. What are the messages? So something was supposed to affect your mental or physical health. The situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors. So there's a situation going on here, and you're not alone. Your ancestors are right over you, and they're the ones spearheading it. So no matter what perception you have of something good or bad that's going on, just know that everything is going to work out for your highest good in the end. So don't be afraid. Somebody might have a mental disability or a physical disability, or somebody might have done something to affect your mental or physical health so that they could say you have a mental disability or physical disability. Car accident. Somebody might be about to get in a car accident, and that might be divine intervention. I'm telling y'all are not alone. Yemaya, protection. Yegu. Somebody might cut grass or be a landscaper. Something might have something to do with the White House. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of this. They want to get to know you, but they're a private person. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of this. This is about real estate or a house. Dating, catfish, dating scheme for stability and resources, and they want me to identify somebody, a person, because yes, they tried it. Yes, they tried it. I love that card. Yemaya. Yemaya is protection, right? I'll clarify. Clarify Yemaya. Why is Yemaya here? Maybe this has something. Yemaya might have something to do with your ancestors. That's why the situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors. Whoever your ancestors are, your ancestors might subscribe to the Orishas. Okay, whoever I'm talking to, your ancestors might subscribe to the Orishas. Someone is reversing and ending. Clarify Yemaya. Or someone's transition. Someone could have went through some kind of transition. Something was a bad investment. This might have something to do with someone that's been protecting you. And this person that's been protecting you, they might have an affiliation with Yemaya. And both you and this person's ancestors subscribe to the Orishas. So whatever culture, your culture, whether you subscribe to it or not, your ancestors subscribe to Orishas. And so is the person that's protecting you. Okay? Somebody saw something, and they decided not to move forward with something. The Hermit, or something is a good investment. A hermit could be a Virgo, the Queen of Wands. Somebody can't move something forward. Okay? Somebody could be pulling back or withdrawing. Somebody might have seen something. The Three of Pentacles. Somebody saw somebody that was working together to do something. A hermit or a Virgo. So somebody might be releasing a burden and avoiding a tower. Yet somebody saw somebody that was trying to orchestrate something against you. But again, your ancestors are connected to the Orishas, and the person that's protecting you, theirs are too. Let's identify whoever this person is I'm picking up on. Who did y'all want me to talk? Okay. Clarify who. White House could be talking about someone in the government, a Jesuit. Okay. So I'm splitting the deck here on Jesuit. Somebody might be a Jesuit. Special Forces, Drug Enforcement Agency. Somebody might be in the military. Somebody might work with the DEA. I don't know, maybe somebody's trying to set somebody up so that they can get control of somebody or something. Somebody is a professor. Now I have Special Forces again, and I have the Marines. So the military is involved. God damn, who are you? So I have a Jesuit, I have Special Forces and the Marines. Let's go. A hospital or healthcare worker, a church member. Okay, they said go with that. So for a church member, I'm going to put this under Jesuit. And for Marines, I'm going to put this under Special Forces. And a hospital healthcare worker probably has something to do with this mental disability, physical health. And who else did you want me to identify, Holy Divine Spirit, in this read so I can know who we're talking about here? There might be a judge involved. There might be a white man involved. Again, there's a judge involved. A judge might have the initials N like Nancy and or S. This might have to do with somebody's play brother or play sister, a white man, somebody new coming towards you. Here he is again. Yes, a white man. There's a white man that's somebody's play brother or play sister. This person might be in the military. I'm not sure yet. We'll see in a second. All right, who are the energies involved here? Puerto Rico, someone is an illegal immigrant. Somebody might be an illegal immigrant. This is your daughter. Somebody might be somebody's daughter. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Someone might be Puerto Rican. That might be in Special Forces. Give me one more so I can get the gist of what's going on here. A priest, and then South America. Thank you. And someone in my collective right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put this priest. Maybe there's a South American priest that might be a Jesuit. We're gonna see in a sec. Tell me about this South American priest. I feel like this South American priest might be a Jesuit. Okay. Oh, wow. If you remember, somebody was trying to do spell work over someone that's South American that was connected to the UN in a reading I did a little while ago. Tell me about the South American priest specifically. Judgment. Is this priest under judgment, or is this priest calling judgment? Clarify judgment. A King of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. Somebody might have gotten a message to someone here about something. What's the obstacle with this priest about trying to get a judgment reversed. Who are they trying to get a judgment reversed on? Who are they trying to get a judgment reversed on? Okay, I have a Capricorn here with the devil energy. All right. So someone is trying to get, someone is gaslighting and trying to emotionally manipulate somebody to get someone to get a judgment over somebody. And they want it to happen very quickly with the 8 of Wands. So there could be a Capricorn that is having some kind of conversation with a South American priest or a Jesuit, maybe, about getting a judgment. So it's almost giving me like people in high places that are part of like the Vatican are making and calling shots over judges and the judicial system, and they're not supposed to have anything to do with each other. But these people are breaking laws and doing things illegally, meaning if we want to try to get a high priestess that we want to put in a hospital so we could harness her energy, when we give y'all the word, then y'all just go pick them up illegally. I don't give a damn. Say they're crazy and throw them in a hospital. I don't give a damn if they did something or not, because the government, is seems like it's being run by the Vatican, or was in the past. But it's about to be divine intervention, though. So a Capricorn might be trying to get a South American priest to call judgment on something. Clarify this 8 of Wands. Trying to get something to happen to somebody real fast. Okay, somebody is thinking about it right now. I have a King of Pentacles here, the 2 of Cups reverse. Somebody is not entertaining somebody. An Empress in the reverse. So there's an Empress in the reverse and a King of Pentacles in the reverse that are pulling back from something. Because somebody's not on the same page with somebody about making a spiritual offer. The Page of Cups, and they're having a Tower. What is the disposition of this South American priest? Clarify about this South American priest. The Star reversed, the Hierophant reversed. They did not get their wish fulfillment. Oh, they were trying to get a Capricorn to try to find a way. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, got it. All right, listen up. This is what I'm getting. So there might be a South American priest, specifically. They could be a Jesuit. They were gaslighting a Capricorn that's in charge of finding a way to either put somebody into a mental institution with mental disability because they want to be able to do some form of destiny swap, or you're very powerful spiritually and they want to get control over you so that they could have you immobilized where legally you can't move in any direction, and they can find a way to do magic or to torment you and then do magic and harness your spiritual power and energy for themselves. Now, this has been going on for centuries. We all know now that the Vatican and all the Pope and the priests and all of them, we all know that they're just men in costumes that have been running around with the illusion of false power that they never actually had. All of their power is taken from the people that they destiny swap with. And they destiny swap with us, the real high priestesses that they try to restrict financially, that they try to keep on the bottom of society, that they don't want us to know our real value. They don't want us to know the power and value of keeping our legs closed and using our energy to manifest for ourselves. They want us to be in some loose energy, promiscuous energy, and they try to orchestrate the destruction of our families, our communities, so that they can create an environment where all of the men and women that have the real spiritual power cannot be organized. They cannot live the type of life that's clean in order to be comfortable enough to use their own energy to manifest from. They want you in survival mode, scattered, damaged, unhealed, traumatized, so that you will forever be in a position where they can energy harvest from you and appear, they can appear ethereal. They can appear like they have spiritual power. They can appear like they're the ones out here healing, when in actuality, they're just living their wildest dreams with all of the wealth that they're manifesting using your womb and using your energy. Okay? Now, this has come to an end. The masks are all off. We know those wrinkled old men that like to have sex with little boys that have been masquerading around in the costumes in the church. We already know that where they've been getting their power from now. Okay? And I've talked about this before. Okay? There are a lot of men and a lot of preachers that would rather literally go through their initiations and have these men that wear these costumes in the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope and all of them, they would rather receive that power through their asshole, it is what it is, through anal sex, doing their rituals, and doing what they force them to do, humiliation rituals and whatnot, so that they can get wealth and abundance. When look, listen here, listen. When that same power they can get from their own women, but you have to get it from the women that are righteous. You have to get it from the women that are in alignment. You have to get it from the women that practice spiritual hygiene. And you can't get it from a woman that practices spiritual hygiene, that has that type of energy, if you're not practicing spiritual hygiene. So because you don't want to do the work to get in alignment, to get married to, and to pair up with a woman that's righteous, that knows how to balance her dark and light energy, that's clean on the inside, that practices spiritual hygiene. That's why her energy is pure and powerful and strong. You understand? And she's balanced. You can get that very same energy you getting up the dookie hole from a pure woman. But to do that, you have to do some shadow work so you can be a match for her. Otherwise, she won't accept you. Okay? And they realize that. You understand? And you got a whole bunch of men out here that have been completely blind to the fact that their very power, that they go in these secret societies and do rituals and do all this butt screwing and whatnot, that same exact power they could get literally in their own church. They can get it in with their own women. They can get it in their own community. You can get it from the women that you really, really love, that you're connected to already. But all you got to do is your shadow work, and you have to balance your dark and light energy, and you have to treat her with respect, and you have to be emotionally intelligent. That's it. And you can have access to the very same power that you get in through your butthole. You understand? But of course, there are people that are rock-headed, that would rather go all around the mulberry bush and do things the wrong way, upside down, inside out, instead of just doing the work and binding their ego, balancing up their ego, doing work on their ego, controlling their sexual energy, not doing everything out of instant gratification and being completely selfish about wanting every single thing to be perfect for you and only you, being unwilling to compromise. You understand? This is literally the reason why they have to do those rituals. And it's like somebody playing in your face, because I don't know what more is playing in your face than subjecting all of your women into poverty, into slavery, into having them stuck in a certain class, being berated, being treated like garbage and trash, while they energy harvest, gang stalk, and isolate your woman. Listen up, fellas. All of your high priestesses that are being isolated and gang stalked, they house the energy that you get through your butthole doing them rituals with them priests. Those are your women that you're helping them to gang stalk and isolate. And they're taking the energy through gang stalking and through energy harvesting from your women, and they're giving your woman's energy back to you through these rituals and screwing you in your ass. And you helping them to do it. How stupid is that? How in the world do you not see them playing in your face? And then they run the world. You have to answer to them. You got them running the world and you answering to their goofy asses on your knees in front of them and on your knees, facing them and the other way. And the power they're giving you, they're getting from your women. And you're sitting up there helping them to hold your women down and to abuse your women to get that power, when you can get the power directly and knock his ass over the head and out the way because his time is up. How do you let somebody play in your face that long like that? I need all the men to wake up to this spiritual reality and to turn around and go get your women. Go get your high priestesses. Stop all this goofy gang stalking foolishness. Stop helping them to isolate and gang stalk your women that are these high priestesses they're stealing the energy from. The South American priest, Jesuit, they want the energy from the womb of your woman, your high priest, and you're the one helping them gang stalk and isolate her. So they can screw you in the ass and give you the same energy you can get directly from her. But instead, you following him while you're being subjugated to his ass too, when really you should be knocking his ass out. I don't have to answer to you. You're not going to live a life of wealth, luxury, off of my goddamn woman. And I'm going to help you get the energy from my woman only for you to give me my own energy back through my ass. And I help you take the energy from my women because you need instant gratification. You can't take the time that you need to do your shadow work. You don't have the patience to do your shadow work. You don't have the time and the patience to wait for the things in life that you want. You don't know the difference between your wants and your needs. You want instant gratification. There are South American priests, Jesuits, and people in the Vatican that have been financing and living a life of luxury by working with the United States government and other governments to gang stalk and to isolate the women that are high priestesses, whose bodies are temples, who's got spiritual manifestation power that you men, you don't have to share with these priests. You don't have to share that power with them. You already have it. The women that come from your village, the women that come from your community, the women that come from your culture. If you protect and provide for them and take care of them, you can get all the power and the energy you need to manifest whatever you want. And then your ancestors that approve of that will align themselves to protect you. Your ancestors don't back this bull crap up that these people are doing. And that's why you're not spiritually protected, because you're not in alignment. Your ancestors ain't going to protect you while you sitting up here got this South American priest playing in your goddamn face. Your ancestors, Yemiya, are only going to protect you when you go and choose the women from your community, from your culture, and get the energy directly from them. And you choose them by being in alignment yourself, doing the work that you need to treat these women with respect and protect and provide for them, and get your ego in check and get your sexual energy under control and in check. Okay. So this South American priest is still trying to pressure a Capricorn to work with whoever the Empress reversed is and whoever the Queen of Wands is, or a hermit, I think, to keep on spiritually attacking you, hoping that you'll go crazy and they'll be able to get you into a mental psychiatric ward or whatever, so that they could have access to your energy. And the people that don't have any patience to manifest what they want in life, that just want a quick payout from this South American Jesuit priest, they can make fast money. They can make quick money by betraying their people. Okay. And they're gaslighting them, but they can't do it because your ancestors are all over this foolishness. Clarify, they want to get to know you, but they're a private person. So this Capricorn is trying to contract this same Virgo and Libra to keep on having people spiritually attack you in your community, but the people in your community are being blocked and stopped, and there's an intervention by your divine partner that is coming towards you. Clarify, they want to get to know you, but they are a private person. Okay. So there's somebody that you're going to need to meet up with. Okay. There's someone you're going to need to meet up with, and you're going to have to do it very quietly. This is what I'm being told. Okay. There's somebody that you're going to be meeting up with. Okay. That you're going to be connecting with. But you have to meet up with this person. You might have to meet up maybe when it's dark outside or something, and no one's around, or find a way to come together quietly. You might have to completely disappear from social media. Just make sure that once you and this person come in contact with each other, that not one iota of information or energy gets out to the public or to a community or to anybody about whatever it is that you're going to meet up about. Okay. Whatever you and this person meet up about, it's supposed to be completely 100% private. If this is a business relationship or a romantic relationship, this is something that has to be hidden from the public. It's something where you got to meet up with this person in private and keep everything that is going on between you and this person completely from anybody's eyes, period. And that's just for right now. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but right now, when you and this person comes together, you have to keep confirmation. You have to keep complete privacy. Okay. Tell me about what's going on with a landscaper. Okay. So a landscaper told it all. They're not keeping a secret. Okay. Somebody might have saw something, or someone might be aware. A mother figure could have seen somebody coming towards you, or somebody that might work on grass. Oh, they're working together with somebody that might work outside. We're going to say, okay, so we're going to say somebody that works outside. Okay. So what's this person that works outside going to do? Okay. There's somebody that works outdoors and you don't know this person. This person might be coming to you with a message, okay? And that message might be from whomever the person that you need to meet up with in private is, okay? And that's it. That's the message I have, okay? So somebody might reach out to you that might work outdoors. You don't know this person, but they might be carrying a message from the person that you need to meet up with. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave that right there. Um, Tell me about an illegal immigrant. What is this? The Hermit, a Virgo, a Nine of Pentacles. Okay, there might be a Virgo energy that might be in connection with someone, the devil reverse. Somebody that's an illegal immigrant. Somebody gave somebody clarity about something. They illuminated something. The Hermit could be a researcher. The Hermit can be anything. The Hermit could be a teacher. The Hermit can be a scientist. Somebody gave someone the truth and the clarity about something, and someone is the wounded warrior now because something has gotten illuminated. So something came out to the public, or something is illuminated that somebody was trying to get away with, and you, whoever, or you got away. Whoever you are, you might have gotten away or escaped, and you're not stuck. And a secret might have come out about something that could have happened. So maybe it's about that. Somebody got the truth and the clarity about something that might have happened, and the devil reverse. So this might have something to do with your secret meeting, okay? Whoever you are. And I'm gonna move on from that. Clarify, what is this about real estate and house? What is this about real estate and a house? Okay. Someone might have been trying to create some kind of an illusion surrounding a house, and something's going to be illuminated to you about this piece of real estate or house. Yeah, because somebody's going to move forward and get their complete wish fulfillment. And somebody's very sad about that. Okay. Okay. So it's something about a piece of real estate or a house. Someone's going to communicate with you about a piece of real estate or a house, and someone's going to get their complete wish fulfillment. I have this is your daughter, and then I have Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Clarify this is your daughter. Somebody is burdened right now about something that was an injustice. Okay. Somebody is not moving or did not move something forward, and they're no longer celebrating with or cool with a group of people they were connected to. This might be someone's daughter. Someone's daughter might have been doing spell work on their mother or father, but the spell work backfired. This might have been in the past. I have a father figure here, Pisces energy. Maybe somebody's father is a Pisces. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. I have a message for somebody. Somebody's daughter was helping some people in your family to get away with trying to steal something from you. But whoever your daughter is for somebody, she was manipulated in doing it. Your daughter is a daddy's girl. That King of Cups energy is telling me everything I need to know. The King of Cups is someone that's emotionally intelligent, okay, but they also know how to manipulate. And this is the father figure. Somebody's daughter is a daddy's girl. And it's not that she don't love her mother, but she's a daddy's girl, okay? And because her daddy hates you, or is jealous of you, or mad because you're doing great and living your life, whatever the case may be, he was able to manipulate your daughter to come together with people on his side of the family to do spell work against you. This is in the past, but now it has backfired. Tell me about this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Somebody with broken thinking. The Page of Swords might have told a lie. The King of Pentacles reverse. This is someone that there might be an air sign connected to you that's very superficial, overly materialistic. They don't have any integrity at all. A liar, deceptive, shallow, bird brain. This person told a terrible lie about you. A Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. They told a lie about you. And somebody now has the exact truth with the Ace of Swords. So somebody's got the truth about a lie, and the Four of Wands. Somebody's either getting kicked out of their home or a house or something like it could be a Libra. It could be a Libra or someone else. Someone's getting kicked out of a house that's a false person. Somebody's getting divorced or kicked out of a house because of a lie that, because someone found out the truth about a lie that was told about you. Okay. So let me put this up. Got that? Who this man? Who's this white man? Clarify who's this white man, please, and thank you. Strength card. Okay, someone might have Leo in their chart, or someone could be a Leo. Okay, someone might have missed an opportunity, or this could be a Leo's friend. The Hermit reverse. Someone might be depressed and alone right now. Someone might abuse their access to information, and they might have missed an opportunity. The Strength card. Or someone might have a very powerful position or something. Or they might have been the force behind something. The Five of Pentacles. Somebody's about to be in poverty and they're heartbroken because something they invested in doing. So it's either a white man working together with a Leo, or there is a Leo, or there's a white man that might have Leo in their sun, moon, or rising. They're in their thoughts because whatever they worked on, it didn't work out, and they're under judgment now and in trouble. Okay. And something is about to happen very quickly. They're about to, the Five of Pentacles, they're about to lose everything. Tell me about this catfish dating scam for stability and resources. Somebody that wasn't able to catfish you. Yeah. What about them? Queen of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there might have been an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that might have been the person behind people coming toward you that was supposed to catfish you, but they were unable to. Okay, so there was someone that was in charge of profiling you, trying to find out what you like, what you're attracted to, kind of figure out who you would go for, and recruiting and finding that person and sending them toward you to seduce you or to date you or to love bomb you. But you smelled the energy and it didn't work, whoever you are. They could not backstab and betray you. All right. The Eight of Wands. Somebody was in their ego that they could make it happen. They could cause somebody to reverse an ending with you very quickly. They were working for this Capricorn devil energy once again. Yeah, they were in their ego that they could do this. What's this car accident? Divine intervention. The Queen of Wands reverse. Ooh, child. Somebody feel defeated and they pulled back. Maybe something happened. They might have gotten in a car accident or a fender bender. Maybe it shook them up a little bit. They might have felt powerless about a curse or something. Okay. They were trying to get away with something too, because they were in the middle of orchestrating something. See, this is why you don't got nothing to be afraid of. This is why you don't have anything to be afraid of. You better believe your ancestors at all times. They don't sleep. They're watching. And they see everything, even when you're resting, that these goofies are orchestrating and planning all around you, running around you like a bunch of roaches, you know, thinking they smart. Oh, we're going to set the next trap like a dum-dum. Your ancestors like Bugs Bunny, wise guys, right? Somebody got in a fender bender or a car accident that thought they was about to orchestrate something around you. What about this hospital healthcare worker? The Lovers, a Gemini? Judgment. So somebody is going to make a decision possibly to put a Gemini in a hospital. Ciao. What? So they don't have to go to jail? Clarify. But someone's spell work backfired and someone's still moving forward. A Leo. Somebody could have Gemini and Leo in their chart, like Gemini sun, Leo rising, or something like that. Okay, so somebody might get a hospital worker or a healthcare worker to evaluate them and say they're crazy and put them into a mental hospital, to avoid going to jail or to avoid a tower. Of course, they're going to play crazy. That's okay. Yeah. This could be a Leo or a Gemini or something like that. So they can get their complete wish fulfillment. Ciao. I'm so sick of these dum-dums. What's the Seven of Pentacles? Somebody thinks that it's a good, and it would be a good investment right now. Things will turn out better if they let something go. The Two of Cups reverse. Yeah. They think it's better if they just let something go because they cannot create an illusion. And it's causing more loss of sleep, sleepless nights, stress. They're stressed out. Anything else about this Jesuit church member energy? Yeah, this Jesuit was being childish as all get out. Look at him. The page, yeah, confirmation. The page of wands reverse is someone that's extremely childish. This is somebody that's extremely childish. They're a liar. They lack integrity. They're very immature, stupid, dumb, young. And this could be an older person too. Can you imagine these people that y'all sit up there and pay tithes to and make payments to these churches, and they wear the costumes with the hats with the old Egyptian symbols on them, the carbon copy of the Egyptian priesthood, which is what the Roman Catholic Church is, with these Jesuits and all of them. Can you imagine their emotional age is like 6 and 8 years old? These are supposed to be men of the cloth, and emotionally their age is between 6 and 8 years old, while they manipulate the masses and live a life of self-indulgence and luxury, literally playing in everybody's face, don't have no type of spiritual power. All they know how to do is occult rituals and steal energy from the children that they sexually abuse and the divine men and women that they isolate and gang stalk and energy harvest from, so that they can appear divine, so that they can appear that they're able to heal, so that they could use your energy to do spell work to manifest wealth and abundance for them while you become poorer and more desperate, and then have the audacity to put money in the offering plate. Anything else about this childish ass Jesuit? They were trying to get away with something with the Seven of Swords here, but they're having a tower right now. The Devil reverse, because somebody just is not feeling it. The Six of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. They thought they was going to get away with something. Whoever this South American priest Jesuit is, they were trying to appeal to this Capricorn to keep on tapping their two people, a Virgo and a Libra, to keep on paying people in your community to gang stalk and isolate and do spell work to try to get your energy, or to try to see if they can get you into a mental institution so that you'll be immobilized, and then they could have you in one position and control over you so that they could use various techniques to not only study your DNA, but to energy harvest from you as well with immunity. Somebody's drowning in their emotions right now because you can see and cut straight through their ass. And they know they have to release this burden. See, these people have been doing this bullshit to y'all for hundreds of years. You understand? And they hate the fact that the age of Aquarius, it gives us the ability to get messages out and across and open people's eyes, and give people the awareness so that they can see exactly what these people have been doing and how they've been doing it. They look like an ass chasing down spiritual people and getting judges to put illegal conservatorships over them, to put them in psychiatric care so Hollywood people could pay money to do destiny swap, so people could energy harvest from them, so they could do all kind of things to these people, getting people that have divine spark and light and spiritual gifts and abilities in jail or in psychiatric units to harness their energy so they can appear spiritually adept. And we see that bullshit. Right, Empress Love. Their time is up. So this Jesuit is letting it go. Jesuit, a church member, South America, a priest. I'm sick of them in them goddamn costumes trying to look divine. Didn't even want to pay all those older men and women in their 50s and 60s that were sexually abused in the church when they were children, that put all their trust and faith and confidence in those Roman Catholic churches where they left their kids alone with those goddamn priests. They've ruined their entire lives, the ripple effect from the sexual abuse, and they didn't even want to give them the money. The goddamn priest transferred millions of dollars into another bank account, hoping they wouldn't have to pay the families and the people that were in their 50s and 60s. What else about this Special Forces Marine in Puerto Rico? What's going on? Tell me about Special Forces and the Marines. The death card. Clarify this death. Is something coming to an end? Was that person I picked up on? Clarify that death card. They feel defeated because it's coming to an end. Okay, it's the same hermit. The person that I told you was abusing their access to information. So this is that white man I picked up on. Maybe this is a white Puerto Rican. I don't know. Whoever that Marine is, or if they're not the Marine, because yesterday it was the Air Force, someone is in the military in some kind of special forces, and they were abusing their access to resources and information. And they were trying to help a Leo to gang stalk you. They might have been supplying them with energy weapons. Or they might have been facilitating squatters around you to use energy weapons on you. This person might be a white male, or he might be a white Puerto Rican male. Okay? You know, you got the more white Puerto Ricans and then the more black Afro Latino Puerto Ricans. This could be a white Puerto Rican male that might be in the military, special forces. They were working together with this Leo to orchestrate energy weapons being used on you in your home, possibly nerve gas too. That's where this Leo was getting the nerve gas or the energy weapons on you. That's where they were getting the access from. So now this person is under judgment, and this is coming to an end, and they're going to go broke. They're very defensive right now about what they've been doing with this Leo and this Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, because it was a bad investment with that Seven of Pentacles. But they wasn't thinking right about it. They thought they'd be able to stay under the radar and nobody would call their ass out. But it was a very bad investment. Yep. And they reversed an ending to do it to you a second time after maybe they stopped. Because you got unstuck from wherever they were doing it to you before. Something's over now and somebody is very sad because you healed with the star. You could have healed and traveled. You could have traveled and healed. Somebody can't move to calmer waters, or somebody could be an Aquarius because something's not going in somebody's favor. Tell me about this White House energy. Why is the White House out here? Tired of these sociopaths. Somebody in the government did not get what they were expecting. What the hell were they expecting? The Knight of Cups. So somebody thought somebody was a good investment. Someone in the government. This might be the United States government with White House. Somebody thought somebody was a good investment for them to do evil for them. But I'm hearing God turned it around for good. Somebody might have ended up being almost like a double agent. And not on purpose either, but it was a part of their destiny. It was a part of a transformation that was supposed to happen at a certain time in the journey. How can you defeat the enemy if you don't know your enemy? Understand something. Sometimes the people that are on the team of the enemy, some of them are plants by God, however you define God. Sometimes they're sleeper cells of God, however you define God, that God placed there to fight you against you. Just like in the Bible when it talked about Saul, when he was stopped in the road and God shined a light on him and he fell to his face and said, and I'm just using the story as an example, he said, Saul, why doth thou persecute me? Because you're going around killing all the Christians. Okay, all of the people of the Christ consciousness or the Jesus followers, all the believers of love and getting in alignment with love. And Saul was killing the Christians first, but he ended up defending them in the end. You understand? So I feel like there's somebody that thought it was their mission in life and was on the side of the enemy. But they didn't realize that they couldn't wake up until the right moment. They had to gather all the intel and all the information and learn the ins and the outs and learn how to move around with those people and learn their characters, their personalities. They had to learn every single thing they needed to learn, being an enemy first, before God allowed them to go through a transformation. Because a person that's on the right side of things probably would not be able to rescue you or even help you with what these people were doing against you, because they don't know what's going on the other side in their camp. I was watching these beautiful young women. Oh my God, I'm so inspired by them. But I posted their video and they were talking about people that destiny swap. These gorgeous young women. And not only are they like really pretty, but I mean like inside and out, gorgeous. I posted a video under my post, and it's talking about destiny swapping. But one thing that one of the beautiful young women was talking about, these women are so smart and they're so intellectual too. It made me feel so proud, just to see young women like that. But they were talking about how sometime when you have someone that's in your face, like your brother, your sister, a cousin, a best friend, and they're trying to do something to sacrifice you or destiny swap you, during the time they're up in your face, God won't allow you to see or reveal to you what they're doing and that they're your worst enemy and that they're planning your demise. And the reason that God won't, however you define God, allow you to become aware of that is because if you become aware of what they are doing to you and why and what their plan is for you while you're connected or before you're psychologically ready to handle it, you might kirk off and kill them. And then you're going to go to prison, and then you're going to lose your mission, and then you're going to get spiritually demoted, or it's going to throw your whole vibe off. It'll throw your whole destiny and purpose off, because you become emotional and lose it. Like, you, my sister, you put a contract on my life. You understand? This is because I know some of you, because I know for me, all the red flags were there. But I chose to ignore the red flags because it was my own blood sister. I refused to accept that my own blood sister would want me dead. I can't imagine. We're like oil and water, and I could never imagine wanting her dead. I love her children. I would kill for them. I would protect them with my life. So I know my spirit and my energy. So to imagine my own baby sister wanting me to dead and having conversations with people about killing me and getting me out the way and how they're going to kill me and hurry up and do it faster before she escapes. Being in that energy, I could never fathom in my life thinking like that or being in that type of energy. I can't even wrap my mind around ever thinking about my own baby sister like that gave birth to those beautiful children that I love so much. I can't even imagine it. So I might have lost it and strangled her ass if I was still connected or close to her and found out all the details of what she had going on at the wrong time. At the wrong time, I might have been so hurt, I might have strangled her ass and end up going to prison. Like, I don't believe you, witch. You understand? So, whoever the person is, there's somebody here that was on the wrong side of things, but they were with them in the same energy as these people. Okay? But they were a sleeper cell of however you define God, whether it's your ancestors, ascended masters, they were in disguise. They were like Eshua Alegua, a trickster spirit. You understand? They were like a trickster spirit. Okay? You thought they was one thing, but then they became something else. They woke up at the right time. And they woke up after they gained enough information, experience, intel, been manipulated, had their emotional blackmail by the people that they called friends and family and loved ones, sexually, emotionally manipulated, blackmailed, teased, taunted, tried, tested. This person had to go through the ringer of everything so that they'd be fully prepared to help free you at the time that it was destined for them to free you. Whoever you are, you have a hidden helper that did not even know that it was a part of their destiny at a certain point to transform like this. So the United States government got a hold of somebody that's one of God's people. And when I say God's people, however you define God, okay? And they were like, oh, we're going to use this person that got this special DNA and spiritual gifts. Oh, yeah, we got this one. We got karmic control over them. They can't control their sexual energy. And we got the right woman to keep control of their mind, to keep them distracted. We got, we give them money, keep them emotionally codependent to validation. We got to make them feel a certain way. We got them right where we want them. And we'll teach them all the things about how to control people's mind, how to psychologically profile people, how to do this, how to read certain personality types, how to do this, how to destroy a person's confidence, how to do this. And while they're teaching this person all these things and studying how to destroy and tear people down psychologically and manipulate and control, they're getting all the tools also to heal themselves without even realizing it. You understand? So the United States government thought that the person they recruited was a great investment to be a warrior for them of darkness that would help them to manipulate, control, and get away with stuff. But in actuality, this person went through a transformation that you triggered when they interfaced with your energy. And the reason is because they are from the same soul family as you spiritually. And they had to wake up, but not before a certain time. They had to master a few things before they could fully wake up. They had to get all the information they needed before they could wake up. And now they're the enemy's worst nightmare. What else, Holy Spirit, about this White House energy? Somebody is very unhappy with how things turned out because they can't move something forward with this person, a Knight of Cups, that they felt like was a friend to them. It's like, imagine teaching somebody everything that they know about destroying a person after they're the ones that destroyed that person. Like, oh, yeah, we destroyed you and broke you down psychologically. And let me teach you how to do it to other people. See, when we did it to you, but you're happy now because look at all the money and all the women you get to sleep with and all the things you have, all the things, or something like that. And this is how we do it to other people. And this is how we keep things running like this. And this is what we do. This is what we do. And eventually somebody will be like, hold on. So y'all did this shit to me. And I would have been all right in life Y'all really ruined y'all did this to me, but I'm supposed to be okay now because I got money and I got, status and all this stuff. So it's okay to talk about how y'all teach me about how it's like what is the syndrome called when your captor or someone that holds you prisoner, you develop a friendship and a relationship with them over time, and then have affection for your captor. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. You understand? At some point, Stockholm syndrome. Thank you. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. It's Stockholm syndrome. It's almost like the 14-year-old girl that comes from a dysfunctional family and ends up dating and getting in a relationship with a 21-year-old man or a 30-year-old man because her family's dysfunctional. And that's how this older man got to her. And he abuses her, and they have a family together, have kids together. And as she gets older, she's like, you know what? You should have never even been around me. I was too young for you. And then they're like, yeah, but that don't matter now. That's water under the bridge. You ain't mad now. I mean, look, we have beautiful children, this, that, and the other. And she's cool at first. But she's like, yeah, you're right. We have beautiful kids together. Yeah, you were trifling and abusive, but I didn't learn your tricks now. And the older she gets, the more disgusted she gets because her consciousness and awareness in how she's able to see as her own daughter turns 12, 13, and 14. And she's able to look and be like, oh my God, look at my baby. That's the age I was when me and you connected. You didn't have no business connecting with me at that age. What the hell were you doing hanging around my mother's house? You understand what I'm saying? It's like the older that you get, the more disgusted you get because the more clearer you're able to see, to the point where you just want to vomit because you realize the crime that had taken place. The younger you are, you might be like, yeah, you're right, but we're cool, whatever. But the older you get, you start really, really realizing what a crime it actually was and how you've been taken advantage of. The older you get and the older your children get, because you see yourself in your children and you're like, oh my God, nobody protected me. I come from a dysfunctional family. And that's how he was able to take advantage of me. I was a child. I have a 14-year-old now. And my baby is a baby playing with dolls. That is a child. The older you get, the more pissed off you get. So it's kind of like whoever this person is, the older they got and the more they matured, the more they started looking back and realizing, oh my God, y'all are really messed up. Yeah, at first I was cool with whatever y'all did to destroy my life because of all the money I started getting and doing what I was doing. All the money, the connections, all the women I was able to sleep with, the fun I've had, trips I've taken, and all the good times. But the older and more mature I get, I'm able to take another perspective and really see how damaging that is, especially as my own children get older. All right. I'm going to pull an Eternal Crystal Oracle card for the crown chakra and for the third eye, and then I'll do a final message. Holy Divine Spirit, please give me a recommendation for an Eternal Crystal Oracle card for anyone that might be having any imbalance with the throat chakra. I knew it. There it is. Okay, so right here at the top is blue lace agate, communication for the throat chakra. Okay. Anything for the crown or throat chakra, Holy Divine Spirit. That was it. Okay. Somebody might want to get some malachite too. Malachite. Okay. So they're recommending for your crown chakra moonstone. Okay, listen up. So I have bloodstone, okay, for detoxifying, and that's for the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the sacral chakra. They're recommending a bloodstone, okay? You know what? I was thinking, Now I'm thinking about this, some of the stones that are for, never mind. I'll keep that one for myself. So bloodstone for detoxifying for the root, heart, and sacral chakra. Okay. And then blue lace agate for communication for the throat chakra. Okay. And then moonstone for moon cycles. This is for the crown chakra. This is the one I'm going to read you first. The moon, and then blue lace agate, because sometimes there's a message with these that are connected to whatever's going on with you. Okay. And look, malachite is right next to it. Nature. Okay. Okay. So this is moonstone, moon cycles, crown chakra. It is time for you to pay attention to the moon and its cycles and what effects they have on you and your moods. Many of us are connected to the moon and its energy. How do you feel during the full moon? Do you feel energized, or do you feel very emotional and tired? We all react differently to the moon. When the moonstone appears in your reading, it is a reminder that it may be time for you to go within and tune into what your normal biological rhythm and cycles are, particularly if you are a woman. Focus your attention inwards today. Try to listen to what your physical body and your intuition is telling you. What is it that you need to do to balance yourself out? Perhaps you need to focus more on how you relax and sleep. Okay. If you are in need of rejuvenation and deep, restful sleep, yes, Lord, feel the soft, nurturing energy of the moonstone wash over you as you rest well tonight. That's it. I'm going to go get me a handful of moonstones and I'm going to put it in my pillowcase. Moonstone is associated with the crown chakra. Okay. It is an excellent stone to use in meditation and to connect with your intuition. Okay. So pay attention to the moon cycles, especially if you know that people try to energy harvest from you around those moon cycles. The next one, number 6, is blue lace agate, and this is for your throat chakra. Okay. Communication. Communication is key when you draw the blue lace agate crystal card. Sometimes we hold on to what we want to say, or we may not think before we speak. Words are very powerful. It is time for you to communicate clearly what you do and don't want. When you are positive and clear about your wants and needs, you can manifest or make things happen a lot more quickly. Try to release any fears of being judged. Also, try not to worry about hurting other people's feelings. You can express yourself and communicate what you need to say in a strong yet compassionate way. It is very important that you do tell other people how you feel. If it's hard for you to verbally express yourself, try to write down how you feel. The important thing is to be heard or to express yourself. It does not matter which way you choose to do this. Blue lace agate is associated with the throat chakra. It is the stone of communication. This crystal helps you with the verbal expression so that you can communicate freely in difficult or stressful times, such as during public speaking. Blue lace agate. All right, so I'm going to pull a final message, and And then we could do our prayer, affirmation, incantation, whatever you want to call it. We all just are coming in agreement that we want positive, good things to happen in our lives. That's it. Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message, please, and thank you. Final message, the Ace of Swords. Wow. You about to get the truth. You about to get the truth and the clarity. Somebody's letting something go. Child, these cards falling in my lap. Yeah, King of Wands. Somebody's about to let this go. They're not closed off anymore to letting this go. It's been going on too long. Whoever this King of Wands is that kept trying to create an illusion, they're over it. Okay, and someone's about to give you the truth and the clarity. Give me one more card to close this out, please, and thank you. Yeah, and somebody's sad about it. Somebody's sad they have to let something go. This could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or an Aries, the Emperor. Everybody coming out. And then I have a Cancer here. Somebody was connected to from the past. A King of Pentacles is very unhappy about this. Clarify the Moon. Somebody is not going to get a new start. Someone is drowning in their emotions because they are not going to be able to work together with somebody. Somebody is avoiding a tower now with their Capricorn. Okay, something. I have a Page of Pentacles here. The Four of Wands reverse. Somebody could be getting divorced. Someone might be closed emotionally that was working together with people. This was a bad investment. The Five of Wands, this conflict that they were trying to move forward, they're not going to get a new start. Well, hopefully not. And that's the end of that. I'm Quan Yin, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. Sorry, y'all. I have to go get my bell. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Doo, doo. You can ring my bell. You can ring my bell. Ring it, ring it. Doo, 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 doo. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Doo, doo. Child. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my ascended masters of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for the Most High God, E-I-O, Yeshua, Christ, Jehovah. I show gratitude for complete restoration financially, mentally, physically, energetically, and emotionally. I show gratitude for the favor and protection that comes with being in the right alignment. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. I show gratitude for all of the planets that God, however you define God, strategically placed in the sky, that when we echo out the vowel that resonates with each planet in the different orders that formulate the different names of God that we call, that create the vibrations that are unique to each one of those planets, we get our prayer requests answered. Oh, Holy One, the moon that sits at the head of Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars. Right now, I command every demonic spirit to get out of my life, my home, and environment right now. For Umima is a consuming fire. I release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything in this life, in my home, in my neighborhood, in my village, in my environment to cause any financial, energetic, spiritual, or physical imbalance with negative energy to me or anyone in my life of the highest vibration of love. Right now, I sanctify this prayer for cleansing and redemption in the mighty name of Christ Jehovah. Right now, I show gratitude for this morning and day. Right now, I command and I come in agreement that today, anything I speak, touch, seek to do, or accomplish, it will be blessed, it will manifest to the fullest and flourish. I command joy and success in my life. I cut, disengage, and cancel by fire any and all agreements, contracts, anyone bound me to in the dream state. I order any and all plans null and void by fire right now. I sever by fire every cord and attachment through every energy body on every plane of existence right now. I command every ounce and inch of my divine energy siphoned from me to return and come directly back to me right now on every plane of existence connected to me through every energy body. And as my energy returns and comes back to me, I command anything that anyone has created, manifested, purchased, and bought using my energy to burn the ashes to the ground and scatter right now and be completely obliterated and destroyed. Right now, I command every obstacle placed in front of me to be instantly destroyed by fire on every plane through every existence. I cancel every orchestrated witchcraft attack and hex conjured by fire by that Kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit that I invoke with my holy words. I return all spellwork right now back to the sender tenfold. I command any and all hexes, spells, chanting, witchcraft against me, curses sent toward me to go directly back to the sender tenfold, plant in their energy field, remain stuck to them in their energy field until you fully manifest the desired outcome they wanted for me to happen to them instead. Abracadabra. Right now, I cancel every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me. Right now, I nullify and neutralize, obliterate, and completely destroy every demonic altar referencing my name, every item referencing my name, every demonic item, every altar, every candle referencing my name. I nullify and neutralize that altar, that item, that candle, anything buried in the ground, anything on my property, anything hidden in my house. I neutralize and nullify by the power of Christ Jehovah. I return all spellwork back to the sender. Right now, I command every and any meeting being arranged by anyone in my energy field to frustrate my day, to catch fire right now, burst into flames and scatter and be destroyed forever, never to assemble again. Right now, with my words, abracadabra, I destroy your evil intentions. Be consumed by my authority in Christ. Today and forever going forward, as I anoint myself this morning, I cleanse and remove from my body, from my chakras, from my cellular DNA and my nervous system, through all 7 of my energy bodies on every plane of existence, on the ethereal plane, on the etheric plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional planes, and from my aura. The effects of every and any energy weapon used, every hex cast, every spell work done, every unbalanced, toxic, negative thoughts and energy that was projected toward me, every entity attachment burst into flames, burn to ashes, and scatter right now. Right now, I transmute all toxic negative energy back into the universe to be alchemized into positive energy. Right now, I command every man, woman, and child that I interface and come in contact with today, go out of their way to do their best for me. I will see favor today in every area of my life. All things will work together for my highest good today, both good and bad. I have divine immunity and protection today from all manner of confusion by those that have made me their enemies. any and everything I put my mouth on, anything and everything I put my energy into today and my focus on today, it will prosper and be successful. Anyone that is destined to help me today will contact, locate, and get through and reach me today. Every door will fly open for me today, and every challenge in my life will be blocked, disabled, and instantly ejected from my energy and life today by divine intervention. I show and express love and gratitude for my ancestors, my guides, my ascended masters of the highest vibration of love, the Most High God, Yao, Yeshua, Christ, Jehovah, all that have come before me. I thank you for your protection. I thank you for your courage. I thank you for your guidance. I thank you for coming before me. And I open myself right now to correction, and I open myself to new lessons that will help me to continuously ascend higher and to spiritually grow. Ashe. Well, collective, we made it halfway through the week now. Woo, child, I'm hot in here today. I think I got the wrong scarf on today. I thought a cotton scarf would be lighter. Shoot, I need to get me a silk scarf. How y'all doing, collective? Y'all doing all right? I thank each and every last one of you. Justice League 404. You sound like something from like the cartoons in the 80s that I used to watch. Diane Garrison. I know that's right, child. I know that's right, child. I know that's right. Jessica Berry 87. In Jesus' name. You got that right too. That's right. Contracts, money. In Jesus' name, Bridget Moore. Absolutely. RDT V5C. Diane Garrison. Justice League. Deborah for now. Tiff Love. Everybody that was on this live, whether I see your name or not, I love you and I thank you for your energy. Empress, love, always. Each one of you, I thank you. Anastasia, Celestial, each and every last one of you, I thank you for being here for the prayer, because regardless of your spirituality, your religion, whatever your belief system or lack thereof, I believe that any human being on the planet can have good intentions and can speak positivity and can speak positive things, good health, prosperity, abundance, kindness, love into their life. If that's what your goal and aim is, you welcome to pray with me. I don't care if you pray to Allah, Jesus, Yahuwah, I don't care what the saints, whatever. As long as your intention is love, prosperity, abundance, we can all direct that energy and come into an agreement on that. Okay, regardless of what your different beliefs are. I love each and every last one of you. Arnold, McDonald, I thank each and every last one of you on here. I will be back. Denzel Washington. That's funny. All right, guys. Tina Tolliver, Linda Taylor. I just like to say hello to you guys from time to time. Okay. Not enough, 1484. Called you a demon. Child, you know how many times I've been rebuked. Don't feel bad. I've been rebuked, anointed, laid hands on. Child, Tina Tolliver, welcome. All right, guys, much love. I will be back, God willing, today. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day.